Nestled in the quiet heart of Kent, England, surrounded by orchards, meadows, and winding country lanes, lies a small village with dark reputation, with a population of fewer than 1,000 people. Pluckley appears picturesque and tranquil on the surface, but beneath its calm exterior lies something older, something darker. This is Pluckley, officially known as Britain's most haunted village. Over the years, this unassuming place has attracted paranormal investigators, thrill seekers, and skeptics alike. But many leave with more questions than answers. Because Pluckley isn't haunted by a single ghost, it's haunted by dozens. Some say there are at least 12 distinct ghosts still lingering here. Others say the number is far higher. So what makes this small English village so terrifying? Let's go back to the beginning. Now, let's quickly go over the history of Pluckley. Pluckley's recorded history stretches back over 1,000 years. It was listed in the Doomsday Book of 1086 as Pluckley, and likely existed even earlier during Saxon times. For centuries, it was a peaceful farming community, later home to wealthy landowners, craftsmen, and aristocrats. The most influential family in the area was the Deering family, who lived at Surrendon Deering, a grand estate near the village. Their legacy is still embedded in the land, from the Deering Arms pub to the Deering Chapel in the village church. The family left their mark on the village's architecture, politics, and, if you believe the stories, its supernatural makeup. Throughout its long history, Pluckley has experienced war, plague, fires, and tragedy. But it wasn't until the 20th century that the hauntings became widely known. In 1989, the Guinness Book of Records declared Pluckley the most haunted village in Britain, citing 12 separate ghosts. Paranormal TV shows, books, and ghost hunting documentaries soon followed, bringing worldwide attention to this quiet corner of Kent. But is it just legend, or does something truly unnatural linger here? And yes, that's a random shot of Anthea Turner for those that remember her. Hello, Anthea Turner. Okay, let me just get my breath back. Now let's break down the most well-known ghost stories that have earned Pluckley its infamous title. 1. The Screaming Man, the Brickworks. One of the most chilling tales comes from a now-abandoned brickworks, just outside the village. The story goes that a worker died a horrific death after falling into a clay pit. Trapped and suffocating, he screamed for help, but no one reached him in time. To this day, people report hearing unearthly screams echoing across the site, especially at night. Locals avoid the area after dark. 2. The Highwayman Fright Corner. Near a bend in the road known as Fright Corner, a highwayman, essentially a robber on horseback, was allegedly killed in a violent confrontation with lawmen. He was stabbed with a sword and pinned to a tree. Sightings of a shadowy figure who lunges from the hedgerows, only to vanish, are still reported. The place remains one of the most active paranormal hotspots in the village. 3. The Watercress Woman. One of Pluckley's saddest tales is that of the Watercress Woman. She was an elderly lady who sold watercress near a bridge by Pinnock Lane. One evening, she reportedly dropped her pipe, which set her car ablaze, and she burned alive. People claimed to see her ghost carrying a flickering lantern, her figure half consumed by flames. Some say she approaches passers-by, offering them watercress. 4. The Red Lady of St. Nicholas Church. The Church of St. Nicholas, dating back to the 13th century, is the final resting place of many Deering family members. One of them is believed to be the Red Lady, a woman in a flowing red cloak who roams the churchyard with a sense of sorrow. Legend says she was buried with a red rose, and she wanders the grounds in search of her child. Her grave is in the Deering Chapel, marked by a window with a single red pane. 6. The Hanging Schoolmaster. One of the more disturbing stories involves the ghost of a schoolmaster, said to have taken his own life by hanging himself in the woods near Dicky Buss's Lane. His spirit is often described as silent, watching, his form swaying eerily between the trees. Cold spots and strange noises have been reported in the area for decades. 7. The Tudor Lady. Another well-known specter is the Tudor Lady, who appears in the old manor grounds. Described as wearing Elizabethan-style dress, she's said to appear in a fixed loop, walking a short path before disappearing into thin air. Witnesses have seen her by day and night, and some believe she was murdered on the grounds centuries ago. 8. The Phantom Coach and Horses. Perhaps one of the most dramatic hauntings is the Phantom Coach and Horses, which has been seen charging to the village lanes. Eyewitnesses describe the sound of hooves on cobblestone and the rattling of a wooden carriage. Despite there being no visible source, the apparition is often associated with the Deering family, suggesting it could be a spectral echo of their travels long ago. 9. The Gypsy Woman. Another tragic tale is that of a Romani woman who is believed to have drowned in a stream near the village. She is sometimes seen kneeling near the water, washing clothes, or sobbing. Those who approach her claim she fades into mist, leaving behind a strong smell of damp earth and fire smoke. 10. The Miller of Pluckley Windmill. Pluckley once had a windmill, now long gone. It said that the miller who worked there died in an accident, possibly decapitated by one of the spinning sails. The windmill no longer stands, but the ghost remains, seen walking across the field where the mill once stood, muttering or calling out. Modern-day sightings. Despite modern developments, the hauntings haven't stopped. Residents still report cold spots, unexplained noises, figures in the corner of their vision. Paranormal teams regularly visit the village. Some bring high-tech equipment. Others bring nothing but curiosity. But all of them leave with one truth. Something is happening in Pluckley. The Black Horse Pub, still operating today, is said to be haunted by a poltergeist who hides cutlery and moves items. And the Deering Arms, a popular inn, is known for its shadowy figures and mysterious footsteps heard in the night. Even locals admit, quietly, cautiously, that not everything in their village can be explained. Pluckley may be beautiful. It may be peaceful by day. But when night falls, the village tells a different story. It's a story of ghostly figures, of grief that lingers, and of a place where the veil between worlds feels unusually thin. So whether you're a believer, a skeptic, or simply curious, one thing is clear. Pluckley has earned its title. It is Britain's most haunted village. Not just a name, but in the chill that creeps up your spine when you walk its lanes alone. And if you ever visit, don't stay out too late.